whole, what I would call the woman's issue, about if you're an individual like me who happens to believe in the reality of biological sex, I don't believe that a man can just chuck a dress on, give himself different pronouns and then live life as a woman. That doesn't wash with me. And Keir Starmer's position on this has flip-flopped all over the place.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me here, Michelle, and you know what my view is on this. You know,
well, the viewers don't.
OK, so my nan is not a man. You know, that summarises my view on this. I don't have any time for any of that. And, you know, they're diddle-a-do, but I think it's come on the whole right now to say, yeah, there's a man and a woman, they are distinct things, and they shouldn't, it doesn't wash with you, then they shouldn't have a washroom.
It's flip-flopping all over the place, and it's all about trying to get votes in these last kind of 48 hours or so, shore up as many votes as you can.
You know, Labour is not, Michelle, at this moment, you know, hunting down every single vote. We're doing very well. I think we've got to a position now that's at last sensible. There's been a big argument about this within the party. But right now, we've come out in favour of there is a distinction between a man and a woman.
I disagree if you look at some of the radio shows that his shadow cabinet have done. I mean, they're some of the most extraordinary, excruciating minutes of radio to listen to as Nick Ferrari sort of asks about which bathroom somebody needs to use. Like really basic questions that, frankly, anyone with integrity should be able to answer very quickly. And I would put it to you that you would answer extremely quickly. So I think what, again, as Michelle said, what this comes down to is integrity, is what do you actually believe in? If you can't talk about these things candidly and frankly, if you can't have conviction about something as basic as biological sex, really, it's very difficult to see how you can expect a sensible form of government once Labour are in power.
Yeah, integrity matters to me, and I know it matters to a lot of you at home. And this simple issue about men being allowed into women-only single-sex spaces, I know that's a massive one for you. Keir Starmer's now said, when asked whether or not biological males with gender recognition certificates, do they have the right to enter women-only spaces, a simple yes or no. Keir Starmer apparently said, no, they don't have that right, they shouldn't. That's why I've always said the biological women's spaces need to be protected. Come off it, Keir Starmer. You're flip-flopping around like I don't know what. And you're quite right, it isn't just him. It wasn't that long ago that David Lammy was trying to convince us all that a man could actually grow a cervix. I mean, goodness gracious me, everybody.
Wow.
Let's talk after the break, shall we?